While the infrastructure of Johannesburg is crumbling, the service delivery is almost non-existing, Guanda is coming forward to warn the young black people about the problems that we're facing in this country. Dumela Kazi, welcome back to the cafe. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're a returning Sabi, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. As you all know that as black people, when we are caught in the act these days, we are making sure that we raise baiting. We make sure that people understand that we are in these situations that we get ourselves into because we are black. If you'd like to hear more about this whole thing that is happening at this point of time, please do stick around. Let's get into it. Guanda is a mayor of Johannesburg, obviously. And at this point of time, as you all know, and if you have been in Johannesburg for the past couple of years right now, you would notice that Johannesburg has become a slum town. And if we are not even joking right now, Johannesburg should just be demolished and be rebuilt from the beginning, if we are being honest. At this point of time, it's time for us black people to call a spade a spade. We are tired of calling a spade a fork. We are tired of calling a spade a spoon. There is no way that each and every time that we are caught in the act, we are running and raise baiting. It's time for us to say, no, you fucked it up right here. And it has to be fixed. And you have to go because obviously you did not do your job. And for saying that you did not do your job, it doesn't mean that it's corruption. We cannot only base our actual findings based on corruption. You might have no corruption that is happening within your actual department, but is your department capable of delivering the services? So this is what Gabelo said about this whole thing of him getting booed out from his seat as a mayor of Johannesburg. Obviously, as you all know that at this point of time, they are trying to replace Gabelo in Johannesburg as a mayor. As we have a new government of unity or national government of unity, everything has to change and everything has to work accordingly because each and every of these parties, they are trying to prove themselves so that they can actually get votes, more votes when we go straight into the polls once again. As you all know that things were not looking greener during the votes this year. So a lot of these political parties would try by all means to fight for the right position the next elections. So he says that obviously the reason that he is getting kicked out of his seat, it is because he's black. And he's warning the black young generation that is coming to actually take over the country because obviously generation over generation we need to actually teach the younger generation to take over the country and put it into a different or to actually flourish, to make the country flourish, obviously. So he's warning the younger generation that this is what is happening. You don't get to be at a certain position because those positions are meant to be actually or are meant to empower certain kind of race.
Sending a message to any young person who is black and previously disadvantaged to steer clear from positions, from roads that are otherwise reserved for those who create access for the elite. Unfortunately, they can't bring an issue of corruption because that has never been part of my administration. We have served the city, we have served under good governance, and we have ensured that the historical challenges of the city of Johannesburg are being responded to. I'm being blamed for 55 years old infrastructure that should have been changed 10 years ago, that have only started deploying strategies on how to respond to them efficiently. But also informing our residents of the fact that it is going to disrupt our.
We are so tired of hearing race baiting. Each and every time, it's also the same as when someone who is caught stealing or someone who's caught defrauding a certain company or whatever, they would say, okay, because I'm black, I'm gonna be given this amount of time. On my side, I'm not saying there is an inequality. There is inequality in South Africa. Even a stupid person would know that there is inequality in South Africa. But if you've got a seat high up there that you can use to actually deliver services to the same black people, you should do that. You should look after your own people, because that's what you must do. You are a public servant. You cannot come here act as if you are a victim. I'm tired of this victim mentality. I'm really, really, really tired of it. We are so consumed in this victim mentality that we were so abused during apartheid and all of that, and we don't want to let go of it. You can have the history, but that mentality just, it shows us, it degrades our own struggles, it degrades our own pigment, it degrades our own race as black people. We look like we are victims of anything. Everything that is happening, we are just victims of it. We cannot be A students, we cannot be A people in our working roles and whatever, because we know when we get caught up in some shenanigans, we would say, no, it's because I'm black. That should go away already. It's boring. It's nonsense. Black people, my fellow black people, stop the victim mentality. Do as you're supposed to do. If you are a public servant, serve the people. Johannesburg is a city, the biggest city in South Africa actually. It has to look like the biggest city in South Africa. It's known everywhere in the world. The next thing we will hear that Johannesburg they need to change Johannesburg name. We need to see them building instead of changing names. We need to see our black leaders change the ills of the struggle. They haven't changed any ills of the struggle at this point of time. The people who died fighting for this country, they would be so ashamed. So ashamed. I mean, just listen to this guy. Just listen to him. Like, listen to him talking nonsense.
When you are a black child from Soweto, you have to have certain expectations where you can qualify as a human being. They don't perceive me as such. And I think we cannot continue allowing racism to prevail unabated. Where I am right now is as a result of hard work that has been put in the process and in the job itself. I'm practically trying to inspire the youth that we seek to liberate in saying that there are no limitations to what they would like to achieve, especially if their heart is in the right place. What I can say about civil society, it's a clarion call to send a warning to the black child to say stay away from changing the narrative of black people. And that's what I'm here to stand against, and that's what I'm here to fight to the end. Thank you.
What service delivery what changes do we have in Johannesburg? What changes? We still have the buildings hijacked. We still have dirt everywhere. It's filthy there. The crime is just beyond. Drugs in public, littering everywhere, prostitution, public drinking. People do whatever they want, and they come from every corner of the continent, come from every corner of this world. We've got cartels living there. These people are living in some soft life somewhere in Sandton. They don't understand what is going on down there. They don't really care. And when something is catching up, they say they are black. I'm black, so I'm not gonna be able to get to this point. It's because I'm black, that's why I'm getting fired. You're getting fired because of your own doing. You're not getting fired because you're black. You're getting fired because you're not giving the people what they're supposed to get. People are paying taxes, people are paying services, the municipal services, the levies, the whatever, this and this and that and that. People are paying for those things. But look at Johannesburg, the richest city. Look at Johannesburg. The province is Gauteng. Gold. It's supposed to symbolize the beauty of gold, not symbolizing the garbage bin. Seriously. It must end now. We can't degrade our own race as black people. We can't degrade our race as African people. We can't show the weakness. If you say, I got fired because I'm black, but you were not giving services, you are weak. You want us to look like we are weak. You want us black people to be told that we are weak because each and every time you've got this shit going on in your life, you are saying because you are black. Kabelo Guanda should be removed and we should get someone who would change Johannesburg. Mashaba changed Johannesburg. He changed Johannesburg. So look no further. Anyway, thank you so much for watching till this far. Please let me know what you think about this whole topic and make sure that you like this video and comment down below with your own views. I'll see you on my next upload. Have a fantastic weekend. Peace out.